Good morning. Welcome to my first attempt at a live video and my first attempt at a live kinstretch class. My name is Michelle. I am the founder of Bodywork Plus, and I wanted to share a morning routine that you can do to get your joints moving, get the blood flowing, and just start your day off on a good note. So I guess we'll get started. I wanted to wait for a few more people to show up, but time's a wasting. So if you're watching this later, that's cool. If you're watching it now, that's cool too. Want to start, you can do this anywhere in a comfortable position. I'm just on my blanket here because of the framing for the camera, but you can do this standing as well, or even seated in a chair if you'd like. But I just like to start from the top down, so we'll do a few head circles to get started. So taking a few deep breaths, getting yourself in a nice situated position. Start by bringing the chin down towards the chest, and then the ear over towards the shoulder, and then very gently just drop the head back and finish the circle out on the back side. Bring the ear over to the other shoulder, and then back down to the middle. So because this is a morning routine, we're going nice and easy, but you should never be going into a range of motion that causes any pain. There shouldn't be any pinching or sharp pain points. If you do start to feel that a certain range of motion produces pain, just make your circle smaller so that you're just not pushing into that painful range. It's something to pay attention to, and you might want to get that looked out by an FR practitioner, manual therapist, or it might just take some time of practice and motor control for it to get better, but just don't ever force anything into a painful position. Now we've got 3 that way, we'll go 3 the other way, ear to this shoulder, drop it back, and then over to the other shoulder. 2 more. And since this is a morning routine, we're going nice and easy. We're just kind of waking up the joints. You can do this with more intensity depending on your goals throughout the day. But I just like to keep it nice and easy in the morning. So those were nice big global neck circles. Now I like to do a head circle where it's just the head moving on the neck. So it's more of like a oval that you'll trace with your chin. So with this one, we're keeping this lower part of your neck still. Just tuck your chin and then roll it over to the side, and then make a big circle with it. You can see how we're making a bit of a different path with the head now that the neck isn't moving. And go the other way, so over, up, cross and down. Beautiful. So now that we've warmed up the neck, we're going to work on the scapular muscles. and getting the scapula to move, so our shoulder blades. So with this, we're going to keep your arms really, really still, but round your shoulders forward. So we're trying to stretch the shoulder blades apart, and then we're going to shrug them all the way up, keeping the arms really still and straight, and then bring them back, and then push them down. So the biggest cheats that people will usually do is they'll move their arms or they'll bend their elbows. So really think about keeping your arms stick straight. You're just moving the shoulder blades. Everything else is nice and still. It's also very hard to keep the neck from helping. So just focus on trying to keep just one piece moving at a time. Over time, with practice, you'll get better at separating the scapula, the shoulder blades, from the rest of your arm and neck movements. So now we'll go the other way, starting by going backwards, squeezing the shoulder blades up towards your ears, and then bringing them forward and all the way down. One more time. Back, squeeze up, bring them forward, and then all the way down. Push down. So now to wake up the shoulder joint, that was the scapulothoracic joint. Now we'll work on the shoulder joint. I like to start with just some axial rotation. So we're just rotating the humerus, the arm bone in the shoulder joint a few times. So I'm just trying to wake up that joint before I start doing some bigger movements. So you can see my hands are turning in and out, but it's coming mostly from my shoulder, trying to keep my forearms and my elbows still. Excuse me. Just a few of those help get the joint woken up, ready to do some work. Now I can do shoulder circles. So again, it might be a little bit easier standing. I'm going to stay here just because so you can see me. We'll start by bringing one arm forward and come up as high as you can go. When you get to kind of your I can't go any further stuck spot, I'm going to have you rotate your arm in. So I'm rotating this way. I started this way and now I'm going here. Rotating that arm allows you to continue going. But the biggest trick here is to keep your shoulders and your torso pointing straight. You're just trying to make a big circle with the arm, trying to get as much rotation. So we finish at the bottom. Now we're completely rotated in. The back of my hand is facing my body. And now I'm going to reset by externally rotating. So now the palm of my hand is facing my body. And we'll do another circle. All the way up. Rotate, and then swing back. Trying to keep your fingers and your hands relaxed. This is where a lot of people cheat, myself included. They'll stretch with their fingers and their thumbs, and we're really just trying to focus on disassociating. So we're allowing just the shoulder to move without recruiting other muscles, other movements. Nice, last one back. Now we'll go the other way. So keeping the palm facing out, internally rotated, we'll extend back. And here you won't get as far back before you get kind of stuck. The bony anatomy just won't let you go much further than this. We're going to rotate out. So now our palm is facing out again. And bring it all the way back, up and around, and down to our start position. So now, since we're going backwards, we're going to rotate palm in, extend back, rotate the palm out, and come all the way up, making a nice big circle. And I think that was just two, so let's do one more. Rotate, extend, rotate, and big circle all the way through. Awesome. Shake it out. And now I have to do the other side. So reset yourself, palm facing in, and we'll go straight forward into this shoulder flexion. Come all the way up as far as you can. Once you get stuck, again, your stuck should not be a painful spot. It's just kind of where you're not able to push any further because of that bony structure of your shoulder joint. So starting second round, once you get to the top, rotate your whole arm, not just your hand, and swing all the way back. And last one this direction, forward, come to the top, rotate, and then swing it all the way back. So now we're going to go backwards. Palm starts facing out, so our arm is rotated in. Extend, rotate, and make our big circle. This side's a little jumpier for me, it's not as smooth. But again, if you feel any pitching points, just make a smaller circle. You might have to move your circle in so that it's not as extended and as much true extension. But that's okay. Every day is going to be a little bit different, and it's just important to take note of where you have those pinchy spots and then get them looked at. I don't know if that was 2 or 3. Let's do one more just for good measure. Extend. It's hard to keep track. So we're going to move down the arm now and work on the elbows. So our elbows are more than just these flexion extension movements. We also have pronation, supination. So we're going to start by flexing the elbows with our palms facing up. And I like to keep a fist here just to keep the fingers from doing anything wonky. From here, really squeeze your biceps. Try and smush like you're cracking a walnut between your elbows. And then rotate the palms out. So now we're like in a pull-up position. And now we're going to extend the elbows all the way. Rotate the palms up again, supination. And flex the elbows. Again, really trying to get as much range as you can, even when you get to the top. Do one more this way. Now we'll go the other way, so keeping your palms facing backwards, so in this pronated position. Bend the elbows, flex them up, and then rotate the palms in. Extend back down. Do a few of those. And down. And rotate. Flex. Rotate. Extend. Awesome. And now for the wrists, do circles just with the fingers. So keeping your whole arm as still as you possibly can keep it, you're going to try and draw a big circle with the fingertips. And again, this is very still. I'm not rotating my forearm anymore. It's just coming straight from my wrist. And I'm trying to keep my thumb relaxed. And then we can go the other direction. Hi, I'm a visitor. This is Kingsley. Kingsley loves doing kinstretch. So now we can do the other wrist. So again, keeping it very still, and if you have trouble not moving your forearm while you're doing this, a kinstretch instructor, Dewey Nielsen, had a really great video of balancing your cell phone right on your forearm here. Really anything that would fall you could put on your forearm, and it's a really great feedback tool to make sure that you keep this forearm very still while we're moving the wrist. And again, if you're not able to do that, you would just need to make a smaller circle until you could. It takes a lot of practice and control. So that's my morning warm-up for the head, shoulders, arms, and wrists. I want to keep it short for today, but maybe next time I'll go more into spine, hips, knees. But if you like this video, let me know what you'd like to see next. I'm always looking for ideas for more content, more ways to help people move better, start their day off better, feel better. Thanks for checking it out. I really appreciate it. This is so crazy to be live. It's very nerve-wracking, so I apologize for any of the stammering and stuttering. Hopefully it can only get better from here. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Happy Thursday!